One of the great features that AppDynamics provides right out of the box is called baselining. As soon as an agent starts sending data back to the controller, it starts learning about the behavior of those metrics over time. It creates rolling averages of those metrics. These baselines help us to determine if the value of the metric is considered normal behavior or not. The baseline can easily be seen in built-in and custom dashboards. Here we are applying a baseline to a business application. You can see in the graphs that at the bottom it shows up as a dotted line. An increase in any of these graphs might raise an eyebrow, but when compared against the baseline, it can easily be determined if everything is fine. We also can use baselines inside health rules. We can create rules that will generate a warning or critical condition when the value strays from that baseline by a standard deviation. But how do we choose the standard deviation value for our alerts? There's a feature in the metric browser called baseline shading. By looking at the performance of a metric over time, we can easily determine how many standard deviations are required to either tune out noisy false alerts or generate actionable alerts. Now, it's also important to choose the proper baseline trend that accurately represents the behavior of your application or metric. Here you can see that our calls per minute have a Monday through Friday pattern that differs on the weekends. See what happens when we apply a 15-day, daily, monthly, and finally a weekly trend. Choosing the wrong baseline trend can cause critical conditions to, again, be either too noisy or to not alert or fire at all. It's also important to remember to go back and revisit your baselines that you've chosen for your application in the weeks and maybe up to even 3 months after implementing your app into AppDynamics. You'll then be able to see the patterns that emerge and choose the one that most accurately represents the performance of your application. That's my tip of the month. Thank you.